Good evening. I'm Ali. Now, I don't know if you've heard of sleep stories, but I love them. They're one of the nicest and the easiest of ways to drift off effortlessly into a restful and enjoyable night's sleep. I like to think of them as bedtime stories for grown-ups. Now, today's story is the Woodland Walk, a sleep story for anyone wanting to drift off easily to sleep. You're going to take a walk in the countryside and discover the most magical place at the heart of a beautiful forest. Now, before we begin the story, let's take a few moments to settle in and settle down and relax. So cozy up in bed. Get really comfortable. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Become aware of the pillow supporting your head and the weight of your head resting on the pillow. Allow your neck and your shoulders to relax and let your breathing settle down into longer, easy breaths in and out through your nose. Feel the bed beneath you and the covers on top of you enveloping you gently. Let every part of your body relax. Your stomach, your back, your arms resting easily, fingers loosening, your legs becoming heavy, all the way down to the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Every part of your body coming to rest now. Just settling down now. And to help you transition from where you were earlier to where you are now, take a few longer, deeper breaths, inhaling deeply, exhaling slowly. As your breath settles, just feel your body settle down. Know this is time to settle down and let yourself drift off. So let's start our story now. It's a glorious, warm day. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders, that lovely warmth that goes bone deep. There's the merest of breezes playing across your skin, which keeps the day from being too hot, and it feels so good just to be out in nature. You're walking along an old dirt farm track in the countryside. There are old-fashioned hawthorn hedges either side of you, and they're in full bloom. There are wild flowers along the edges of the track, buttercups and daisies and dandelions, as well as some taller, pretty red flowers that you can't quite remember the name of, but their cheerful blooms seem to smile up at you, as if to say that they too are enjoying this beautiful day. You spot a tiny little wren, so small you almost didn't see it, chirping away in the hedge, and the gentle hum of fat, fluffy bumblebees meandering between the hawthorn blossoms, looking sleepier and sleepier as the warmth of the day goes on. Over the top of the hedge, you can see into the fields. On one side there's a herd of old-fashioned cows, a breed that you haven't seen for a long time. The sight of this beautiful heritage breed gives you a feeling of gentler, slower times, when things had an easier rhythm and life just seemed calmer. You can feel yourself slipping into that calmer state just watching these gentle beasts slowly chew, occasionally throwing you a curious glance before contentedly going back to what they were doing. Over the other hedge, you can see a field full of ripening corn, each ear gently warmed by the sun as it slowly moves from green to pale yellow to full gold, all things happening at just the right time with a graceful certainty. The dirt track you're walking along is grooved on both sides where farm trucks and carts have gone so many times before down this sleepy country path. So down the middle of the path is like a little oasis of green grass and yet more wild flowers. The hedges and the flowers, warmed by the sun, are releasing a comfortable fragrance that relaxes you still further as you wander down this sleepy path. A little further along the track, it turns off between two fields and through a gate towards the farmhouse. But that's not the way you're going today. Opposite that turn-off, on the other side of the track that you're on, is a stile that leads to a well-worn footpath through the middle of two parts of the cornfield. The path leads to an ancient forest that many people in this area enjoy walking through at all times of the year. You climb over the stile and walk between the two halves of the fields, just running your hands along the top of the corn ears as you walk, feeling the warmth of the sun growing stronger now to soothe your muscles, so that by the time you reach the first trees of the forest, you're feeling so much more relaxed, so much more peaceful, and you're looking forward to the cooler paths beneath the huge ancient trees. The light is dappled in the forest. Trees soar up above the broad path, so that hundreds and hundreds of flowers and plants can grow in the soft light and gentle shade, sheltered from the harshest of the weather within the safety of these centurion trees, protecting everything and everyone who walks beneath and beside them. There's a peace and tranquility resting in these woods, as if the trees themselves are dozing off. The gentle sounds of birds singing, echoing faintly, the scent of the trees, the forest flowers and undergrowth, relaxes you still further as you walk along the wide, sweeping path that leads to the middle of the forest. Some way ahead of you, two rabbits hop onto the path, and though they are alerted by your footsteps, they seem unaffected by your presence, almost as if even the wildlife is welcoming you on the lazy, warm and drowsy day as you walk deeper and deeper into the forest. The rabbits lope off into the undergrowth, and you continue along the path, enjoying the feeling of retreat from the hustle of the day, more and more with each step you take along the path. After what seems like no time at all, or it could be all the time in the world, so much longer, time seems to move at a different pace here, as if in the forest you paused, so that you can enjoy this retreat from the world until you're ready and refreshed to walk out into the day again. You round a gentle curve in the path, hearing the gentle breeze of the day whispering far above in the canopy, muted songs of birds in the branches, the gentle repetitive melodies lulling you with each pleasant rendition, the muscles in your neck and shoulders and back softening as the peaceful sounds around you. Along the path in front of you, there's a clearing within the forest, an oasis of sunshine in the gently subdued shade. It doesn't seem quite big enough to call it a glade, but the grass there grows lush and green and is covered with wildflowers. As you wander closer, you start to be able to pick out the individual colours of the flowers, from bright reds and oranges to lazy yellows to soft lilacs and purples, some growing close to the grass, barely any taller than a blade, and some reaching higher, waving aloft the top of tall, slim stems, almost waving in welcome to you as you approach this magical place at the heart of these ancient trees. You move out of the shade, and the warmth of the sun caresses your skin, every part of your body just seeming to give a little bit more with each step, and with each breath of wonderfully scented air you breathe. And you pause to take deep, easy, slow breaths, closing your eyes to the sun and just enjoying the warmth and the peace and the soothing scent of flowers all around, and the lush smell of the summer grass. Opening your eyes slowly once more, you continue into the clearing, towards a little stream that meanders lazily across the centre of this hidden glade. You can hear the gentle sounds of the water tumbling over the pebbles and stones in the bottom of the stream. There's a barely discernible hushed flow of the water as it inevitably moves towards its destination, far away beyond the far side of the forest. There are butterflies in joyful colours just flitting between the flowers, and you notice some dragonflies here and there just darting across the water of the stream, between the water plants and the edge of this little babbling brook. At the edge of the stream, you look into the gentle flow below you. It's crystal clear, and you can see easily to the bottom of this shallow bed. Huge, smooth pebbles and stones, worn smooth, in colours from greys to beiges, browns and pinks, and even some unusual sparkling white run through with lines of different colours, each one unique, beautiful. You take off what's on your feet so that you can walk along and across the shallow stream. And you gently lower first one foot and then the other into the stream. And you make sure to keep whatever you're wearing out of the water, but without thinking about it too much, because you know the warmth of the day will dry out anything quickly. Now you were expecting the stream maybe to be a little colder, but you're pleasantly surprised at the almost warmth of it, just a little cooler than the day, and a pleasant feeling as you step over the smooth, flat stones that seem solid and safe beneath your feet. Walking along the stream, just going with the gentle, easy flow. You can see tiny little minnow fishes darting to find cover as you wade easily, walking with the water, feeling it carry you ever so slightly along with it. That gentle pressure that allows you to still set the pace, but reminds you the direction to go. And it's easy to go with the flow of the stream, taking the time to enjoy the feelings of the stones beneath your feet and the water around your ankles, watching the dragonflies in jeweled colours cross your path, emerald greens and sapphire blues, dipping and darting, and you watch with a lazy curiosity as you walk, their movements enchanting you, drawing you onwards, just going with the easy, relaxing flow. Stepping out of the stream, water drips from each foot and catches the light, droplets falling like diamonds back into the water, your feet glistening, already warm in the sunshine. You move easily onto soft grass, feeling the warmth of it beneath your feet. A few steps away from the stream's edge, you lower yourself to sit on the grass, the river beside you, as it stretches across the little clearing to disappear back into the forest. The sun is on your back now, warming your muscles, easing, melting them even further. You inhale the freshness of the stream mixed with the sweet scent of flowers around you, each easy breath relaxing you still further. As you gaze lazily, watching where the stream meets the forest. And as you watch, you're enchanted to see something moving hesitantly from between the branches, slowly revealing itself in the dappled sunlight of the trees. A young doe, her legs still slightly too long for her. Tiny dark hooves move a little hesitantly through the grass, warm brown fur catching the sun and shining like polished bronze, her head moving back and forth to quietly survey her surroundings, and her large dark brown eyes rimmed by long lashes, and her ever moving ears taking in every aspect of her surroundings. You stay perfectly still and breathe easily, smoothly, slower and deeper, and in your stillness you melt into the landscape around you as you marvel at the quiet young doe moving a little forward into the clearing, her graceful neck arching down to nibble the soft, lush grass at the edge of the stream. Every now and again, she raises her head, looking curiously as something catches her attention, and then lowering it once more to gaze on the sweetest of the grasses. She steps slowly into the stream, her long legs and small hooves sure on the flat stones. She drinks from the stream before leaping lightly to the other side, grazing a little more, and then moving slowly back into the forest, becoming part of the shades of warm brown, mingling with the tall trunks, until You can't tell that she was ever there at all. Smiling at this treasured privilege, you feel the warmth of the sun soothing you, and you lie back on the grass, stretching out your legs, allowing your feet to just fall apart, and resting your hands beside you on the soft, soft grass, feeling your head supported by the ground as you look up to the clear, bright sky. There's a strength and a permanence to the ground beneath you in this magical place. You feel calmed, quieted, comforted here. You let the tranquility and the serenity wash over you, surrounded as you are by the beautiful trees at the edge of the forest, with the sounds of nature all around. Looking up at the clear blue of the sky, you watch as tiny, fluffy clouds move lazily across your view, moving from one shape almost invisibly to the next, changing so slowly. You can't tell when it stopped looking like one thing and started looking like another. You feel all the worries and the futile thoughts of the day just drift away from you as you lie underneath this huge blue sky, feeling as if absolutely nothing is of any importance to you in this moment, other than the feel of the firm but comforting ground beneath you, the warm sunlight caressing your skin, the scent of the natural world. You are at peace with everything around you, and everything is at peace with you. Your breathing slowing, deepening, lengthening, your heart beating gently but steadily and smoothly, every part of your body coming to absolute rest and ease, and you find yourself drifting from warm relaxation to drowsy comfort, and finally, after what seems like forever but could just be moments, such is the quiet and the tranquility of this feeling, the world drifts completely away, and you flow in harmony with the glade, with the forest, with the world around you, a part of this place, a part of this magical place, as you drift easily, comfortingly, lying still in the warmth, safe and cozy, surrounded by peace and stillness, drifting moment by moment, more and more, feeling connected with the rhythm and the flow of nature, its natural pace, its innate wisdom, the natural world, without effort or thought, just a knowing, an understanding of the simplest, of the most peaceful, graceful, relaxing way to be. Knowing how to achieve this, knowing how to allow what is simply meant to be.